Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to a weekly reading vlog. So my plan for the end of last week and all of this week was to reread some of my favourite books from 2020 to help continue celebrate me turning 3 on BookTube. However, I have just finished my first reread. I was doing a whole kind of random wheel spinner generator. I'll insert that clip here. What is it? It's Half a World Away! And it pulled out Half a World Away by Mike Gale, which I've just finished rereading and tabbing up. And once again, it's a 5-star. It's one of my favourite books of all time. So I really enjoyed rereading it. However, because I did a rereading vlog in May as well, I feel like all I've done is reread books recently, and I'm just kind of itching to read new books, new stories, and fall in love with new characters. So I'm going to scrap that video idea. A bit annoying because obviously I spoke about it in my June TBR, which if you haven't seen, I'll link up above and down below, which is kind of like the main celebration. I bring back Pin a Tail and a Donkey as my TBR game, which was so fun to play again. But if I force myself to reread books now, I just know that I'll put myself in a slump and I just won't read this week. And I do want June to be a really strong reading month for me. So what I'm going to do instead is just film a general week in my life with reading involved, of course, because I've got some really exciting things happening this week. I'm only working 4 days because this Friday until next Tuesday I'm off to celebrate my 26th birthday. I have no plans for Friday, but Stephanie from Stephanie's Bookverse is hosting a 48-hour Star Hop readathon. I've never partaken in one of her readathons before and I love watching her TBR games, so I'm going to try and partake in that and hopefully that'll be a separate vlog. Sunday, I'm celebrating my birthday a day early with my family and my sister and her boyfriend and Mark with a picnic in our local park, which I think will be really lovely. And then today is also really exciting because our dining room table is finally arriving. So I just thought I'd bring you along on a week in my life with reading involved, because I feel like this week will be really, really fun to vlog for you guys. But it's not going to be the vlog that I anticipated it would be, because I'm not going to be rereading any more 2020 favourites yet, because I just feel a bit burnt out with rereading books. No matter how fun it is, sometimes you just want some newness. So what I'm going to do instead is try a chapter with my current books on my June TBR, which from my physical copies are A Girl with a Louding Voice, One True Loves, Magic Steeped in Poison, and Girlfriends. So I'm going to try a chapter of each of these today, and then hopefully I can start one and finish one this week and just kind of take you along on the journey of reading some books, because like I said, and I'll say one more time, I think I'm a little bit done with rereading at the minute. So although not the video I kind of planned, hopefully still a really exciting week in my life because I have some fun things planned. So happy Monday and I'll keep posted. I've just had a meeting, and during that meeting the dining table arrived. That looks big. That's a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's a table, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's 2 chairs in each.
Yeah.
Chair covers.
Chair covers.
And table legs.
Oh, exciting! And tonight we decided to make chicken ramen to christen the table because it's been so long since we've been able to have chicken ramen at a table. Very, very excited. So, yeah, that's really exciting.
It looks like we don't have to
assemble the chairs.
Which is
nice. Yeah, apart from the cushion.
It looks like they're assembled, and it's just, they must be stacked.
Well, they wouldn't be that big if they weren't assembled. Like, you would have them in like flat pack furniture boxing.
It's just, I think it's just putting the legs on this and then the seat covers on.
Yeah. Exciting. You could do a little time lapse for me when you start building it. So Mark put the day off work today so he could build it. So very exciting. I now have to go back to work, unfortunately. Okay, that chapter was 4 pages long, but I feel like you got a very good start to the story already. So our main character, Dundee, is already being told by her father that they're struggling for rent money and that this dude in town is going to pay for their rent money if she marries him next week. And I think that's kind of the catalyst to her fleeing her kind of town, kind of searching for a better future for herself. So I'm already intrigued by the first chapter, even though it's only 4 pages long. The Girl with a Loud Voice was the book that's kind of appealing to me most, and I'm really glad that the first chapter has kind of intrigued me. So I'm going to see how the other 3 books go, but so far, high hopes for A Girl with a Loud Voice. It's now my lunch break, so I need to read some more chapters of beginnings of books. I don't know what to go for. I've partially read this before. I've tried reading this before, so I think I'm going to go for something completely brand new and do the first chapter of Girlfriends and then hopefully get another chapter read in my lunch break as well. So let's go into the second book for Try Chapter. So that was a pretty standard first chapter of an adult contemporary. I'm not massively hooked or gripped, but you have been introduced to the 2 main characters. So I don't know, I don't have much to say about that. I'll probably rate it like a 6 out of 10 in terms of like intrigue and wanting to continue. So I don't think this is going to be the book that I start first this week. I'm going to hop straight into One True Loves. I think I've read the first chapter of this already, but we'll give it a go anyway. Okay, chapter of this is read and done, and I love the writing, and obviously I'm intrigued because the first chapter basically gives you the synopsis of, you have main character Emma, her fiance Sam, and while they're out for dinner with her parents, she gets a call from her dead husband and basically says, I'm alive, I'm coming home, and her life gets like split into 2. So first chapter, and that's kind of the entire premise of the book, summed up in a chapter. So I'm intrigued. It's definitely going to be between this and A Girl with a Loud Voice, unless A Magic Steeped in Poison kind of pulls my interest more. But seeing as I'm not a fantasy reader, I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for fantasy. So we'll give this chapter a go and then pick which book I would like to read first. Yeah, I haven't even finished a chapter and I'm skim reading. I just don't think this book is for me at this time. I'm really hoping I can give it a good shot later on in the month, but right now it's not doing for me. I got to page 10 and the chapter was 16 pages long and I'm not here for it. So it's going to be between One True Loves and The Girl with a Loud Voice, and I just feel like because this book I've been putting off for so long, and at the minute I'm intrigued because I've just read the first chapter, I should go with this one because I know I'm always going to be in the mood for a contemporary romance by Tia Jenkins Reid. So I'm going to stick with A Girl with a Loud Voice. After all that faff, I'm going with the first one, but I'm glad I kind of made up my mind. So I'll keep you posted. The dining table is up and made, which is exciting. I'll show you later when we have chicken ramen for the first time at our dining table. Yeah, good day so far. I found Nemo. Look, I found Violet. Violet? Yeah, Violet. And just like that, ramen is made. Let's go christen our dining table.
Cutlery.
Yeah, we do actually. This is how far we got in the puzzle. So Mark's managed to get a lot of the Toy Story bit done. I've managed to get a little bit of The Incredibles, but I've kind of been mainly focused on Baymax and I haven't really got that much further in. But this is where we're at.
Oh, this is so good. Our first meal together at the table.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday. You wouldn't think it's June with me in my dressing gown, but alas, it's not that warm today. And I just got home from work and thought I'd be cozy, so I put my dressing gown on, which I haven't done in ages, but I'm coming in with a book update. Yesterday I managed to read 50 pages of A Girl with a Loud Voice, and today at work I've got to page 90, so another 40 pages on my lunch break. And I'm actually really enjoying this book, surprisingly. It took me about those 50 pages that I read yesterday to get used to the writing style, because once again, similarly, like, much like Bread the Devil Need and another book I've recently read, has got a very similar writing style in terms of like they're from Africa, so therefore they have an accent and it's written in that way. It's written in kind of like broken English, I would say. If that's the correct terminology, correct me down below if I'm incorrect. But it took me a while to get into the writing style, but I got into it pretty easily, about the first 50 pages, until I got my head wrapped around the writing style. And then now I'm just intrigued. So kind of in the first 50 pages you get set up with a main character, Adundi, who is from a poor family in Africa, and all she wants to be is a teacher. She wants an education, but because her father can no longer pay for her classes and pay for her to go to school, she ends up staying at home instead. And then because her family are really struggling with money and food, she ends up becoming bride money, which basically means she gets, at 14 years old as well, she gets shipped off to marry a man who's like 4 times her age. And she goes to live with her new husband with 2 other wives, and they have 4 kids. And basically this man wants her to birth his first son because his other wives have only birthed daughters and he's really after a son. But Adundi is not having any of it, and she just, all she wants to be as a teacher. She wants to be in education. She wants to teach younger kids English. So you're kind of following her kind of dealing with this and trying to find an escape. And she does finally escape. This isn't a spoiler, it's on the back. She does finally escape this, and she tries to leave and head over to Lagos to get an education and better herself. And I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I am, but I'm just under 100 pages in, and so far so good. Feeling like a 3.5 to 4 stars depending on the rest of it. I've kind of broken the page count to the next couple of days, so I'm hoping to have finished this by Thursday latest. And also another update, I think I'm out of my audiobook slump. I started an audiobook on my way to work this morning. I was looking through my saved titles on Scribd, because that's how I listen to all my audiobooks, and if you would like to trial Scribd, no ad or anything, but I do have a link down below that gets you 2 months free, and in reverse of that I get a month free as well. So if you're interested in trying Scribd for a month or a couple of months, then check out my link and referral code down below. But I started reading Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi, I want to say is how you pronounce the author's name. She said it at the beginning of the audiobook because she narrates it herself, which I think is really cool. It's not the best quality audiobook. There's a bit of like white noise in the background. I'm not really sure kind of what went wrong with that recording, whether she recorded it herself and then started telling it, but whatnot. But it's fine, I can listen to it. It's just got a little bit of kind of like white noise in the background. And I'm enjoying this one so far too. I'm listening on 1.5 times speed, but it's basically a sapphic YA romance about 2 main characters told in dual perspective, and they both go to the same high school. One is a cheerleader and one is kind of like a film student. And Rachel, who's a film student, needs a main actress to finish her film project, otherwise she won't get accepted into college. And our other one, called Sana, is a cheerleader, and she unfortunately runs into Rachel, who's holding really expensive film equipment at the end of the day, and ends up breaking the film equipment. And to kind of let them both off of this mistake, because you're not meant to break school equipment, Rachel has to hire Sana to be the lead in Rachel's film, so Rachel can finish off her project and get into college. And it's kind of, that's all I've got up to so far. It's just kind of like an enemies to lovers YA romance. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a fun, easy kind of read for me to commute to and from work with, so I'll keep you posted on that as well. I'm was not expecting to have an audiobook on the go when I updated you today, but I do. So those are the 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of, and I'll keep you posted. It should be a quite chilled evening. Mark is currently cooking dinner downstairs, which I very, very much appreciate, because it took me an hour to get home from work today. I had to stay late for a meeting, and then the traffic wasn't great. So he's cooking dinner downstairs, and then then I think we're going to watch the final of Barbecue Showdown on Netflix. We love that show, so glad it came back for season 2. We're on the final of season 2, and then we'll probably end up doing a bit of our puzzle, and then I'll probably sit down and read for a little bit as well. So a nice chilled evening, and I'll keep you posted. Happy Wednesday. I thought I'd come with an update. I finally sat down after getting home from work. I got home at 6. I did a 45-minute workout, showered, washed my hair, sorted out my lunch for tomorrow for work, and now I'm finally sitting down at 7:30 to read a bit of my book before Mark gets home. I am now just over halfway through, enjoying it a lot more than I expected to. Like, I'm so intrigued by this book that I just want to keep reading, and it's so easy to read. The chapters are so short, like maximum 7 pages per chapter, so it just kind of makes it a really fast-paced book, and I just want to keep reading and find out kind of what happens to a Dundee. I don't want to say more than that because I don't want to spoil anything, but really enjoying it, and so far I do recommend it if you have been interested in reading it in the past. So that's the first update I wanted to do. I'm still listening to my audiobook to and from work. It's fine. I am kind of zoning out of it a little bit, which kind of does give me kind of telltale sign that I'm not loving it, which is fine, but I'm just kind of like, am I listening to it just for the sake of listening to an audiobook and saying I've read another book, or am I actually reading it because I'm enjoying it, or am I listening to it because I'm actually enjoying it? And I am enjoying it to some extent. There's just a lot of kind of like buffer in there. I feel like it's not really necessary, so I'm kind of like zoning out of those bits, but when the two main characters are back together and the kind of their romance is blooming and blossoming, then I do kind of pay attention. So I feel like it'd be an average 3 stars, unless the ending is really amazing. But that's that one as well. And I thought I'd come in with a puzzle update as well, because we're all very excited about my puzzle, aren't we? Yes we are. Or should I say Mark and my puzzle. But this is the update from Monday. We have progressed quite a lot. Mark helped me with Baymax because I wanted to do Baymax by myself, but ended up being really difficult, but we still have a little bit left of Baymax to do. I did like all of the Incredibles and all of like the princess bit up here, but Mark mainly did all of this bit. So we're getting there, teamwork, but it's looking really cool. This is the puzzle that we are actually doing. That's like the end product, and I absolutely love it. I would love this as like a piece of artwork on my wall, but I don't think that exists. So that's that. That's the Wednesday update. I'm going to read for a little bit while I wait for Mark to come home, and then it'll be sleep, bed, and repeat the same tomorrow. Work out, work, get home, read, sleep, and repeat. So I'll keep posted on my thoughts of the book. Hopefully I can finish a book tomorrow, but we'll see how much I can get read today. Happy Thursday. I got home from work on Thursday with a really exciting parcel from Harper Fiction. They very kindly sent me a art copy of Lindsay Kelk's new book coming out this summer. I think the release date is July 20th, and it's called Love Me Do, and this was like the cutest package. I hadn't had the best day at work. This was the perfect cheer me up. I am so excited to read this book. I talk about it more in my Rachel's Reading Rambles video I did a couple of weeks ago, where I was talking about my anticipated releases, but now I have an early copy of this book in my hands. I cannot wait to read it, and I'm really hoping I can read it soon. Happy Friday! I'm off work now for 5 days! So excited. It's the start of my birthday weekend, which is so exciting. I've just got back from getting my hair cut. I've ticked some things off my to-do list for today. Changing my headlights in my car, pumping up my tyres, all the fun adulting stuff. I've edited this vlog up until this point, and now I'm about to start designing my birthday bookish bingo card, because if you didn't know, I put on my Instagram that I wanted to do a bookish bingo card for when I go book shopping on London on Monday for my birthday, and to give me some prompts. So I'm just gonna like design that so it looks all cute. I'll probably share it on my Instagram in case people wanna kind of do the same. But yeah, I'm really excited, so I'm going to design that quickly, and then I'm going to finish my book, because I still haven't finished this yet. I've got like 40 pages left, so I'm going to sit down and finish that once I finish designing my bingo card for Monday, because that needs to get done. And then it's going to be a chill day. We're going to the cinema. There's still lots of things planned, and this vlog will probably continue over the weekend now, because I'm not sure I'm going to partake in the readathon. I just don't think I'm going to have enough time to dedicate myself to it, which is sad. But I'm still going to make tomorrow like a whole day of reading, because I have zero plans. So I might kind of like partake in like a 24-hour version of the Start Hot readathon, just kind of like take part in the first day, maybe. We'll see. But I'm going to keep it in this vlog. So yeah, so I'm going to leave you and stop rambling, get this thing designed, finish my book, and have a brilliant, wonderful day. Now the sun is shining and my hair is beautifully cut. I look tan. We're now on the way to the cinema to see Transformers. I was going to say 2, but it's not really a number, is it? It's just the new Transformers film. Did I look really tan in this?
Both look a bit tanned, although been in the garden recently.
True. Maybe it's the colour purple, but it's hot. We always tend to go to the cinema at the minute when it's really nice weather outside, and it's really frustrating. But fingers crossed, Transformers is good. Keeps me awake because I've been struggling to stay awake at the cinema these days. And yeah, got all my to-do list done. Tick tick, finish my book. I'll talk about it later. So I just thought I'd come on. We got back from the cinema, seeing Transformers, and then we finished a puzzle, which I need to give an update on, and we had dinner. And I thought I'd just come in and say, obviously, that I finished The Girl with a Louding Voice. I haven't put it through core pile yet. I feel like it was going to be like a 3.5 to 4 stars. I'm not really sure where it's going to sit yet. I did really enjoy it. I'm not going to say anything more on kind of what the book is about because I don't want to spoil it. I think it's quite good going into this book and kind of a little bit into the unknown because it does explore a lot of different things in this book, but just be wary of kind of abuse, violent abuse and kind of domestic abuse in this book because Dundee is a victim of slave trading, just as like a main premise. So be wary of that if you're interested in going into it. But I did really enjoy it. Unexpectedly enjoyed it more than I thought, like I said. But yeah, happy that book is done. I actually am in the mood to read Nora Goes Off Script now, which is the ebook I have for the month of June. And I'm going to start that now. Mark is watching Bleach. So I can put this on my shelf as a done. I'm going to put it down here. There's my done, and that's still my TBR. So one book done for the month of June, which isn't great seeing as it's like the 9th of June, but it is what it is. Just an update, I really enjoyed Transformers. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It's such a fun action film with some very heartwarming moments and good character storylines, which is always my vibe. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Hi guys, happy Saturday. I am so glad I didn't decide to take part in Stephanie's Book versus Star Hop Readathon because it's such lovely weather today that I just don't really see me reading a lot inside and kind of like dedicating my day to reading because I just want to be out in the sun, and Mark is just watering the garden. But we're waiting for the washing to finish and then we're going to walk over to our local park. We've just got a new frisbee to test out ready for tomorrow's little birthday celebration. So we're going to test that out. We've made lunch, so we're going to take that with us and just have like a nice little chilled afternoon in our local park, enjoying the sunshine. Maybe I'll read a bit of my book, but we'll probably end up playing frisbee and eating and then probably heading back. But yeah, I'm not going to read that much today, I don't think, but that is fine. I did start Nora Goes Off Script. I got about 50 pages into it, enjoying it. It's fine, it's an easy read, only 277 pages, so I should be able to finish it by the end of the weekend, but I'll keep you posted. This will be the last day of this vlog because then Sunday and Monday will be a 2-day vlog of like birthday celebrations, so I'll keep you posted. Sorry, I'm just vlogging. Mark wants my hand. Just started walking to our local park. I have the picnic blanket. Mark has the food. Very exciting. This is the first time we've done something like this, so perfect weather for it, and a little celebratory start to my birthday weekend. Keep it coming through the night. We don't need to slow down. Take it off, give you what you need. If you stay with me, I'll have you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. So take it off, give you what you need. If you stay with me, I'll have you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. Let your colors burn now. Let your colors burn now. I'll have you in the dark. Although I'm not very good at throwing a frisbee, at least I didn't fucking throw it in a hedge. I don't know how you're gonna get that out. I don't even think you can see it on the vlog.
It's right there.
Oh yeah. But
It's a pretty thing.
Mark got it in the bush and we've only just bought it. It's the first, it was his debut outing.
It was.
It was his debut outing. I'm just gonna vlog Mark trying to get this because this will be interesting. Oh. I don't know how you're gonna get that at all.
No, it's like thorns in it.
Oh dear. Oh.
It's stuck crushed.
Great. This is great.
Need to go home and maybe get the pole from the washing line.
Oh dear. Well, that was short-lived. I guess it's time to walk home so we can get something to get our frisbee. Sad. At least I'm not very good, but it's better than getting
He
it.
stabbed me.
Oh. Well, we don't have any tissues with us.
I know.
Bug on you as well. Lovely. Well, this started off as a lovely picnic. Ended in, not a disaster, but definitely not ideal. I think it's time to walk back so we can try and at least get our frisbee before someone comes and steals it. Bye, frisbee! Right, we're back at the park. It's time to go get our frisbee. Yes, yes. Come on. Oh, yay!
Freebies! Called it freebie because it's frisbee and it's Phoebe.
And it's now free.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. To be who it wants to be. Oh god. Wow. Can these guys see that? Wait, where's it gone? Oh, wait. The guys could not see that. That was... But look at the lovely blue skies. Gorgeous. Just coming on here to end this vlog. What a frisbee saga we had. What the hell? But we came home, we chilled out for a bit. I read for a little bit, but I kind of mainly edited this vlog because it does need to go up tomorrow. So I've been trying to like keep on top of the editing this week with this vlog. So I edited that, chilled out, and then I made lasagna from scratch, which took me like an hour and a half, which was fine, but very, very delicious. And then we watched a hit list and had some TV time, and now I'm up here about to go in the shower and get ready for my birthday celebrations to officially begin. So I thought I'd end this vlog. I obviously finished one book this week as well as start another one. I haven't got that far through it, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's just very easy and very mundane. I'm kind of hoping something more exciting happens soon, otherwise I do think I'm going to be a little bit bored in it, but that is that. So without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. I do anything from weekly reading vlogs, themed reading vlogs, monthly TBRs, monthly wrap-ups, and all other fun bookish content. I usually have it on this channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.